Things that I heard that were on Twitter are not accurate.
Feeling entangled in a web of sexual misconduct allegations is obviously something Seth Rogen does not want for himself. The actor and comedian has decided to choose his integrity over business, which puts his business relationship with another actor, James Franco, to a halt. But what prompted Rogen to do this? Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about the actors Seth Rogen and James Franco, who have been friends and business partners for many years. We'll be sharing new insights on what happened to James Franco, why he got accused, who accused him, what happened after he was accused, and why Seth Rogen has chosen to put an end to this business partnership. But before we begin, let's make this rather interactive, shall we? You can tell us what you think about this entire situation, state if you know both actors, mention the movies you know they've worked on together, and also your opinion on the allegations. You can drop your comments in the comment section below. And while you're at it, click on the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notifications for other videos we'll be posting in the future. Alright. Seth Rogen and James Franco have been frequent and longtime collaborators in the movie industry, but following the allegations of sexual misconduct charged at James Franco, Rogen revealed in his interview with British's Sunday Times that he has no intention of collaborating with James Franco on subsequent jobs, thereby terminating their friendship and business partnership. He also said he regretted what he said in a 2018 interview about still working with Franco even after the allegations thrown at him, which Franco has denied. Then he expressed his remorse over a joke he made at a 2014 Saturday Night Live interview about Franco dating underage women, of which Franco was also in attendance that night. The joke was about a 17-year-old girl's allegation that James had sent her a message on Instagram to meet up with him. It turned out he actually tried to prank Franco by posing as a teenage girl on Instagram and claiming he was way too young and they were supposed to meet at Ace Hotel. He realized it was a terrible joke. You'd be wondering, why is Rogen making this decision now after all these years? Well, after all this time, an actress by the name Charlene Yee made an Instagram post in April in which she called Franco a predator and accused Rogen of being an enabling influence on Franco on the 2017's The Disaster Artist movie set, which happens to be the last project both actors have worked on together. She insinuated that Rogen was psychologically empowering and negatively encouraging Franco's dysfunctional behavior, which Rogen didn't take lightly. When asked what he thought about Yee's accusations, he replied that all he had to say was that he despised abuse and harassment. He said he'd never cover up nor hide the actions of anyone doing that, and he'd not knowingly put someone in a situation where they were close to anyone like that. He revealed that the comment he made in the 2018 interview about continuously working with Franco wasn't actually true because he'd not worked with him since then and he did not plan to at the moment. Then, he concluded by saying that putting an end to their professional relationship at this time wasn't really a coincidence and that the allegations had affected their friendship, although not as painful and difficult as it was for other people involved, so he wouldn't pity himself much. Now, let's take a step back and have a look at these allegations, how they all came about, and where they all ended up. The 42-year-old Golden Globe Awards winner James Franco, so far, has been accused of inappropriate or sexually exploitive behavior by 5 different women. He was the founder of Studio 4, founded in 2014, which was an acting and filmmaking school located in New York City and Los Angeles. As he was being celebrated for winning the 2018 Golden Globe Awards for Best Actor, Motion Picture Musical or Comedy for his role in the movie The Disaster Artist, not everyone was happy for him. As many clapped, Sarah Tyler Kaplan, who was a former acting student at Franco's acting school, was also featured in several of his productions, was rather furious about the Time's Up pin Franco received. To show how furious she was, she took to Twitter on the awards night, among other women who did, to vent her anger over James Franco's win and his support of Time's Up, which was supposed to be an initiative combating sexual misconduct in Hollywood. Tyler Kaplan was one of the 5 women who had accused Franco in interviews with The Times of behaviors they found sexually exploitive and completely inappropriate. It turned out that 4 of his accusers were once his students, and the 5th accuser was his mentee. Some of them said they believed Franco could help them enhance their career growth in acting and would reluctantly accept to do whatever he requested of them without protest, even if it made them uncomfortable. Speaking to The Times, she said she felt there was an abuse of power, an exploit of women who weren't celebrities, and a culture of these women being easily replaceable. She recounted some negative on-set experiences at the interview, and 2 other student actresses also recounted similar on-set experiences. Tyler Kaplan also narrated her story to NPR alongside Tony Gall, Violet Paley, and 2 other partners. They explained how Franco took advantage of them. Their case against Franco was represented by the HSRD attorneys in the class action sexual harassment and fraud complaint against James Franco. Franco's attorney, Michael Plonkster, disagreed with these allegations as he led the Times to Franco's interview session on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, where he said the things said on Twitter weren't accurate, but he completely supported people coming out and finally having a voice as they didn't for so long, and he wouldn't shut them down in any way. He concluded by saying if he'd done anything wrong, he'd fix it. Well, these allegations of sexual misconduct and intimidation into sexual situations made against Franco, which he completely denied, eventually turned into a lawsuit against Franco and his associated entities. The lawsuit was filed by Sarah Tyler Kaplan and Tony Gall, and both of them were once Franco's student actors at his acting school. The lawsuit claimed he pushed his student actors to perform sex scenes in an orgy-type setting, and he was charged to pay the sum of $2.2 million to settle the sexual misconduct lawsuit, which he agreed to pay, and he settled in February 2021. The closeness between James Franco and Seth Rogen, all these years working closely together, made people wonder if they had remained friends throughout the saga. This is because despite these allegations in 2018, Rogen had said he'd continue to work with Franco, but in May 2021, Rogen said that had changed. This goes to show that he was really affected by how Charlene Yee tried to get him all mixed up with the entire drama. Meanwhile, Charlene Yee tried to walk away from her role in the movie The Disaster Artist the moment these sexual misconduct allegations started popping up. Starred in and directed by Franco, the movie also had Rogen as the producer, and he equally played a role in the movie. Yee was not afraid to put an end to the legal contract she had with the team, so the filmmakers tried to offer her a higher role in the movie, intending to bribe her into sticking to the film production. She claimed she cried and let them understand that was the opposite of what she wanted. She said she didn't feel safe working with a sexual predator, but the filmmakers wouldn't have it as they claimed that it didn't even happen recently and that he'd changed, and she still was not comfortable because she claimed she'd heard news stories of his new exploits recently. She went on to say that enablers were just as toxic as she referred to Rogen. According to her, Rogen was one of the producers on The Disaster Artist, so he obviously knew about them trying to bribe her with a bigger role and her reasons for quitting. Alright, you're probably wondering what movies Seth Rogen and James Franco have worked on together, and you may want to check some of them out, yes? Here are a few of their previous collaborations together, with The Disaster Artist being their last movie together, which aired in 2017. Rogen and Franco's previous works include The Sound and the Fury, which premiered in 2014, and The Green Hornet, which aired in 2011. Others include Sausage Party, which premiered in 2016, a 2014 production of The Interview, The Night Before came in 2015, This Is the End aired in 2013, and Pineapple Express was a 2008 production. And that'll be all for today. Thanks for watching this video, and if you like this video and wish to see more content, please share to your social networks, like our video, turn on your notification for subsequent videos, and subscribe to the channel. You can also check our channel for other interesting videos. Don't forget to let us know in the comments section about your opinion on this decision made by Seth Rogen and what you think the outcome of this decision will lead to. Until next time, take care, everyone.